This is 10 Questions with Greg Bedard and Felger and Mazz on 98.5, The Sports Hub.
All right, 10 questions, 10 minutes around the league with Greg Bedard. We got to stay on time. What are our buzzer options, Jimmy?
Yeah! Here we go!
Did you hear Dak Prescott the other day?
Okay! Here we go! Yeah!
I never heard a cadence like it before in my life. Next. I know everything on this topic there is to know. True. Yep. Patriots cheating, Spygate, etc., Deflategate. Yep. I'm right. You know I'm right, and you're not going to get anywhere here. So go somewhere else. Correct. Don't test me on those subjects. You'll lose.
Last one.
Maybe it's what Bill's way of shivving the crafts. Yes. What does it sound like to get shivved? That's what I came up with. Hit it. Maybe it's what Bill's way of shivving the crafts. Number 10, what did you make of Zach Wilson's performance the other night, Greg?
Holy crap. I mean, I thought they did, Invasion of the Body Snatchers or something like that. I was like, it was amazing. It was. I was glued to my seat. I've never seen anything like it.
As shocked as I've ever been in any walk of life, it made me question my knowledge about anything.
I thought it was the most entertaining hour of NFL football that I've watched this entire year. Any game at anywhere.
It was unbelievable. I mean, talk about wow, he looks good. It was stunning. I'm telling you. I woke up the next day questioning whether the sky was blue.
I liked your comment yesterday where you say, if I can't write him off, I can't write anyone off.
Exactly.
It's going to kill my ability to write people off in the future.
Exactly. Not that I'll stop doing it. But, holy crap, I thought this kid's got no chance.
You ever thought Joe Murray?
Aaron Rodgers helped him out. He was up there
I
helping.
refuse to believe it, but go ahead.
No, if you watched Hard Knocks, he said, hey, look for this, look for that. I think he got some support from Rodgers. I think he's going to help out.
If Rodgers told him, just sling it, get back there, and you've got an incredible arm. You might not think he's open. I know they're telling you not to throw interceptions, but let it go. If that was his one bit of advice, that worked because he just got back there and let it go.
I mean, he can throw a good ball.
I'm almost rooting for him. It's like, wouldn't that be a story?
Unbelievable.
If he actually pans out and now
they get half decent.
Dinkface is ready to come back, and now they have Zach Wilson and Aaron Rodgers. That'd be a good story.
Be a great story.
Next.
Yeah! Here we go!
Pick one going forward. You have no other options. Would you pick Zach Wilson or Daniel Jones?
Zach Wilson. I'm going with the talent. I mean, and the thing was, even after the week before, I wasn't ready to give up on him. I just would, get a really good coach, and if I have to sit him for half a year, I sit him for half a year. But he's so freaking talented. Daniel Jones sucks. He's horrible.
Daniel Jones. I'm taking Daniel Jones. I like Daniel Jones. I think Daniel Jones is capable. He's got size. He can handle an offense. It's the same. Greg, you should be consistent about this. It's the same problem with the Giants that it is with the Patriots. They can't block. They have no weapons. The only difference is he can run. I'm telling you, it's the same thing.
He's terrible.
He's better than Mac Jones. I know that. I'd take Daniel Jones over Zach Wilson. I just can't give the ground yet. I'm sorry.
I know. It's too quick. It's too quick. Joe, you want to play?
Daniel Jones is going to get killed. So at some point, maybe Zach Wilson's more healthy.
Next. I know everything on this topic there is to know. Number 8, give me a key player across the league who is destined to get hurt. He's just not going to keep it up.
Travis Kelce. I've been there for a couple of years, especially coming into this year. I think I mentioned before the season opener, I said Kelce's bound to get hurt at some point. And now the Taylor Swift thing, he's definitely getting hurt.
So I misunderstood the question. I went with Anthony Richardson. I think that kid's destined for injury.
No, it's the right answer.
Okay, I just there's no way that kid's going to. He's already missed the game.
See, to me, it's Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
I'm watching him in San Francisco score all these touchdowns, be Mr. Everything. He's getting MVP consideration. I say to myself, he's going to get hurt. He gets hurt every single year.
Good one.
That's one I think is just destined to get hurt.
Brock Purdy. It's going to happen to him again.
Why him?
I just feel like everything's going too well. And then the Sam Darnold's going to come in, and let's see if the next quarterback can come in and keep that thing going.
Purdy does look little.
Next.
He is little.
I'm right. You know I'm right, and you're not going to get anywhere here. So go somewhere else. No, I didn't mean that last part. Keep coming here if you want to argue with me about Deflategate. Go somewhere else. No, don't go anywhere else. Stay right here and get your brains beat in if you want to challenge me on spiking. Number 7. What do you remember most about Russ Francis, the late, great Russ Francis?
Not a ton because of how young I was, but I just remember him being the first in my lifetime really good two-way tight end. That they could do everything well.
Yeah, he was complete. He was a blocker and a receiver. He was a force. I don't want to say he was Gronk before Gronk. That's a little too strong.
I mean, I don't remember the blocking. He was the first elite receiving tight end that I remember. And I was just going back, and again, because I worked with him. He did a show with us on NBC Sports Boston, the former NBC Sports Boston, several years ago. So I got to know him a little bit, sweet guy. And I went back and looked at it a little bit because I seem to remember like the Monday night game where Cosell announced John Lennon's death. I just seem to remember Russ Francis being a part of that. I remember talking to him about it. Maybe there was a shot where he was turned to the crowd and was asking the crowd. I think he heard it from someone in the crowd told him during the game or at the end of the game. I can't remember exactly the detail on it, but either way. So I happened to be watching highlights of that game just now. He caught like a 60-yard bomb down the middle of the field. Like people don't realize what an elite receiver he was. I don't remember how he blocked, but he was like, I want to say the first tight end that was an elite receiver and almost, played like a wide receiver. He was that good. Next.
Okay, here we go. Yeah.
If Dallas is run by a meddlesome owner, which they are, who put his kid in charge of personnel, which he did, why does it seem they're able to draft so much talent? If they're run by two meddlesome bozos, how do they have so many good players?
So Steven's pretty good. Steven Jones is pretty level-headed, and he lets those guys do the work. And Will McClay's really good. He's in charge of their personnel. Well respected around the league, and I think if I'm not mistaken, they pay those guys really well, so they don't really want to go anywhere. They're content with doing what they're doing.
Can I give you another answer? They keep it simple. They take the obvious talent at the top end of the draft. Des Bryant, C.D. Lamb, Micah Parsons, all these guys are highly rated. They don't go into it like Belichick thinking they're going to prove that they're smarter than everybody else and take Cole Strange, Jordan Richards.
Or trade down.
Yeah, right. They just pick the guy who they're supposed to pick. Especially in the first round, they take talent.
They watch college football. They know these kids from high school to college to what they're going to be in the NFL. They're just in it. They watch it more, and they know who the top guys are.
By the way, Jerry wanted to draft Johnny Manziel, but Steven basically tackled him in the draft room and wouldn't let him do it.
Next. I know everything on this topic there is to know. Tool bag question. List the top tool bag quarterback rooms. And stop when you get to the Saints, which features Derek Carr and Jameis Winston.
Jets, Broncos, and then the Saints.
Jets, Saints.
Who's the Broncos backup?
It is Jarrett Stidham.
Is he a tool bag?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jets, Saints.
How far off are the Patriots?
Jets are number one.
I was going to say, where are the Patriots on this list?
Well, they're not ahead of those two.
Top 5, maybe. Top 7.
Again, just start with Rodgers and Carr.
Their quarterback room's better than the Patriots room.
No, I'm not talking about talent. I'm talking about tool bag. Tool bag.
No. Why are these guys tool bags?
You don't understand the question.
Imagine those two
brainiacs.
Derek Carr and you don't think Jameis Winston's a tool bag?
I mean, yeah, with his crab legs, yes. I
the crab legs.
I was throwing Taysom Hill in there too, but okay.
No, tool bags. And Derek Carr?
Yeah.
Loser tool bag.
Yeah, we'll educate you on the definition of
it's not about talent. It's about douchebaggery.
Yeah.
Okay. Next.
Snap on. Sorry.
Maybe it's what Bill's way of shivving the crafts. Sunday Night Football saw a big ratings increase for NBC. Second highest rated Sunday night game so far. I know it's a short sample, but the only one that was higher was the opener. It was much higher, the ratings, than last year's Week 4 matchup between the Chiefs and the Buccaneers, Tom Brady. Big uptick in women, 53% increase in teen women. Do you know anyone who watched this game specifically because of Taylor Swift?
I do not, but I'm interested in hearing about the Felger household.
Yes, my wife. Yeah, she was much more interested in the game because of Swiftie. Absolutely, 100%, which, by the way, proves my theory that this whole thing is a sham. It's a business decision, but go ahead.
Okay. I mean, my 11-year-old, for sure. Absolutely. She's now knows who Travis Kelce is, and she understands Taylor Swift's going to football games. That would never have been on her radar previously. But why can't both be true? Why can't she be getting some love from a big manly man and doing business?
Well, she can be.
Men have been doing this for centuries.
Don't you think it was a giveaway when they went to commercial? And the first commercial was her movie.
Welcome to New York. Yes.
Yes.
Yep. I'd say there is some business being done. There's no question about it.
Oh, that's prime advertising space.
Why can't she be getting a little and making money at the same time? What's wrong with that? This is America.
Ka-ching.
Is this not America? Are you not allowed to get some love and make some money at the same time?
No, you're allowed.
Why is that wrong?
I mean, I'm not, but
No, but that's the way of the world, is it not? This is not communist China. We're not in communist Cuba. This is not the USSR. This is America. You are allowed to get some loving and some money at the same time. Why are you not? I'm not telling you like prostitutes. I'm just saying.
No, I got you.
It's business. It's love and bits. It's all intertwined.
It can be both.
It's both.
Yep.
By the way, did you see the Carson Daly at the end of The Voice? He did like a 2-minute thing basically explaining to the Swifties. I thought it was pretty good.
No. Well, but the point is there's some business there.
Mm-hmm.
I admit it. Next.
Yeah!
Here we go. Greg, do you believe in tanking? In sports, in general, do you believe your team should tank?
I do not. I not only if you're firing the coach after the season, because then you can make a clean break. But if you're starting a program, incorporating losing into your program and especially in football, these guys are putting their lives on the line every Sunday for you. And if they think they're just being used, forget it. You're never going to have those guys fully ever again.
Generally, no, I don't believe in it except for unique cases.
I would just say football is the only sport I would not tank. It's worked in every other sport.
Yeah, I would say almost never. Would I tank? Almost never. If you already suck, there was no path for you ever, and you're down at the bottom of the league, and Sidney Crosby or LeBron James is sitting there in the draft, fine. You can lose for the last month or two intentionally. Otherwise, almost never. Next. I'm right. You know I'm right, and you're not going to get anywhere here. So go somewhere else. If the Pats move on from Mac Jones, Greg, and he needs to find a new team, where would be the best landing spot?
Vegas and Josh McDaniels.
San Francisco. He needs to be with that kind of offense.
Yep.
Like a coach who can handle it. I would even offer up the Rams.
Ooh, he should go to Miami.
Yeah,
Back
another
up
one.
Tua.
I mean, one of those teams. San Francisco, Miami, the Rams, that kind of thing.
Rams are a good one.
Minnesota and the Steelers are on my mind. But Minnesota,
Steelers, no.
Watch this Kirk Cousins thing.
They would hate him in Pittsburgh.
Jimmy Stewart's pointing to you like he knows what's what. Okay, next. I know everything on this topic there is to know. If the Patriots move on from Bill Belichick and he needs to find a new team and he wants to keep coaching, where would be the best landing spot for him?
Washington, new owner. Maybe he's got deep pockets. We'll let him do whatever he wants. And pretty good pieces on defense to get his program going.
I think it's Dallas.
Okay, Colin.
I do. I think it's Dallas.
That's a good point.
I wouldn't be shocked if it's Dallas.
Thank you, Colin. Beetle made this point earlier today. It's such a good point. If you're Robert Kraft and you had to listen to Bill suck Jerry Jones's tush last week, you remember this answer Bill gave about how much respects the Joneses and what great work they do, and I follow them, I emulate them, and nothing but they had to just again lay it on thick for the Joneses, and then go down there and play the way that they played. If you're Robert Kraft, doesn't that just add a little salt to the wound? Like,
oh, definitely.
Bill, you got to be kidding me. You're going to blow smoke up their skirt, and then we're going to play the way that we played? What am I doing here?
No, exactly. How to make Mike McCarthy look good.
By the way, Bill checked in with the Cowboys when things were really bad with Tom.
That's what I remember.
Them and the Giants.
I wouldn't be shocked if it's Dallas.
Yeah, once again, Colin Cowherd.
The Bears.
Ahead of the curve.
I wouldn't be shocked if it's Dallas.
I'm sorry, Joe.
The Bears. Dicka, Belichick. It's like who would win in a fight?
Oh, no.
Dicka.
Perfect. Give the coach who hates quarterbacks to the franchise that absolutely destroys quarterbacks. Perfect marriage right there. No one knows anything about quarterbacks there in that situation. That'd be perfect.